I'm ready.
And finally, she brings herself before the throne. I've been waiting, Princess of Traitors.
The Cryptus will spit on your memory.
Oh.
What? General Traitor! Epilogue! Thunderer! Yes. General
Donkey! Is that the mount from the Astral Vault? Yeah, why? It has a cat face! Orion the Blind Skimmer. I get it. Yeah, that makes sense. Like my new mount skin. That's not a mount. Never mind. For Jade, it's a mount skin. Chapter 17, Desperate Measures.
Wayfinder,
What?
I must request your presence at the camp.
It's Commander!
Immediately.
What's wrong?
The situation is tense among our allies. As uncertainty about our next step grows, so too does their anger.
Who gave you my number?
I fear that things will worse without your intervention.
I see. I'll be there as soon as I can. Don't worry, Ramses. We'll resolve this.
Oh, he's called me before? Okay, alright. Amazing that, cell phone technology has advanced, so fast, especially because they're in the demon realm and I'm over here in Tyria.
We have to wait for reinforcements. It's the only way. Every hour, more of my soldiers die. Do you think his turrets simply stop while we wait?
Enough! Calm yourselves!
Yeah.
What's the situation here?
We would be fools to wait here for reinforcements that may never come.
I'm your reinforcements.
We are stretched across dozens of positions, barely able to hold them. How long until the front collapses? Must we all be dead before we're allowed to strike?
That's enough, both of you.
Oh, there goes Patha.
You are generals. Show each other some respect, at least.
Good. Perhaps you can help me here.
I understand your desire for reinforcements, but I will not be beholden to Iskaran's whims.
Pride will be your end.
Neither do I offer you a pointless sacrifice.
Okay, then what are you gonna do?
I have watched the battlefield for weeks now. We have been overstretched and vulnerable the entire time.
Apologies, my lady. We will restructure our defenses to get...
Calm, Ramses. I mean no reproach. But if Eparch's forces could have shattered our defenses at any moment, why are we still here?
Are you suggesting Eparch's army isn't as strong as it appears?
Impossible. I know you sensed, as I have, the souls of the thousands of soldiers stationed in Zakiros. I wish to strike as you do, my lady, but we should not underestimate our foe.
If we move now, and you're wrong...
Then my
Maybe they're toying with us.
will be the first to fall.
I don't know.
I ask nothing more of you than I offer of myself.
What's next, then?
We're conducting a lot of shaping operations out there right now, and I'm sure the troops could use your help. Battles are raging across Nayos. If we can free up our troops from those conflicts, we can improve our odds.
I will remain here to craft our battle plan. Frode,
You can
perhaps
craft
you can offer
those?
your insight on that matter.
What job is that?
When the hour comes, Wayfinder, I will call on you. I wouldn't want you to miss out on all the fun.
What kind of crafting job is that? It sounds like it could be a scribe. Tensions are certainly high right now.
Tensions are certainly high right now.
I am glad you are here. Your presence as a way of reminding people what they are truly fighting for.
Really? My presence inspires others. Is Isgarin going to help us?
Is Iskaran going to help us?
I really don't know. I wish I did, but he operates on a different level than I do. It would make a big difference to
He's
have
got a
him
different
here.
vibe, yeah. He's like,
We need every
he operates on the
powerful
level
ally
of
we can.
an asshole. Complete any event or adventure and enter Nayos. Yeah. Alright. I guess I continue the story now.
And after we breach the walls?
There are 3 towers in Zakiros, and all must be taken if we are to win the day.
Here, you know, we have the
We're going to
guys,
have
you
to
know,
split our
preparing
forces
for
between
war. And I was
We try to
messing
take them
around
one at a
outside,
time.
going like,
The
whee!
defenses will
Disneyland
shred us.
rides!
What do you need me to do?
You will join me as I infiltrate the spider's lair.
Of course, that assumes.
My lady, please. I am hurt and beg a favor of you.
Hold on.
Death to the false king!
Oh! Traitors! Spin to win. This feels so satisfying. Being able to gather them like that and then just weed whacking them. Uh-oh. What happened?
They brought down the wall. Let none of them through.
There's more of them over there, though. There we go. They blew open the wall, only in the mission. Oh, the wall. Wait. Oh, I'm here. This is where I'm at. It is a little weird that the hole gets blown up only in the mission.
Some of their finest, but hopelessly outnumbered.
Indeed. They hope to silence Her Majesty at the cost of their lives.
What's funny? What's the joke?
My lady?
What's the funny joke?
You smell it on their remains too, don't you, Ramses? Not hatred or fury, nor zeal, nor fervor. Something sweeter.
Well, it's not Axe body spray then.
Fear.
Prepare the soldiers to move. Zakiros awaits.
Gold equals win. Meta next, by the way. The meta's... Oh, the meta? The new one? Where do I wait for it? I'm gonna do my best to, like, focus whenever the new part of the meta comes up, and... yeah. No promises that I'll not be lost, but it is what it is. I want to see if I can intuit, you know, everything by myself first, and if not, then, you know... I can formulate an opinion better if I do things myself first. Mommy, touch toes. Huh? What? You disgusting!
The hour is at hand, my friends. The spires of Zakiros lay. All we have done has been for this opportunity. To end this war. To bring justice to the fallen.
Sorry I'm late. They've been keeping us busy on the home front.
Zoja?
An unexpected surprise.
Yeah.
I suppose I will take the tall one with me. And the other can assist General Nayos.
Very well then. Ward,
Patha thinks you're puny, Zoja. I'm guessing this is where they split.
Pylons must fall, but the defenses will shred any who gets
Okay, I'm gonna follow Patha.
Let me help. We're getting used to this power, and
Oh, I stay here?
better practice.
What the? Okay. Alright, I see a lot of beach balls. You must be riding a sky scale. Oh!
These explosives can disable the pylons, but you need to fly them.
You already have it tethered. Oh, I have it tethered. Okay, so I'm dragging it. Where am I taking this? Over here? I'm gonna follow the arrow. Oh, I see, the arrow. Then over here, Astral Bomb. Oh, I planted it? I don't know
You've
if
stirred the
I...
hive now. Keep them away from Zoja.
So it does damage to the pylon. Everybody's dragging these bombs to do damage to the pylon. At first, I thought it was a bunch of beach balls that people are just like bopping. They're bopping into the sky, and I was like, whoa, that's interesting. It's Demon Beach Volleyball. Dragging my balls around. Yeah, we're all dragging our balls around. I'm dragging my blue balls around.
Barrier has fallen, but now we must cut off the flow of power being harvested from Nayos. Use those mounts of yours to destroy the extractors. We'll hold our position at the Colosseum.
The Warden and I are on our way, and we're bringing a little help.
Okay.
We've got some of Strom's
I'm zooming out my
caustic
minimap
grenades
so I
here.
can see
They should work against
the
the
arrows.
extractors. If you run out, you can recharge them with essence from their defense turrets.
Whoa, what the hell? It's red. Oh. Oh, a Vista. I'm getting my Vista. It's a really, really red place. Well, at least it's not purple. Excellent. Here's all you can hold. Caustic grenades. Fly near the extractor nodes and use this ability. So we throw grenades at the extractors. Oh! Is it the eyeballs? There we go. Can I use my Sky Scale Fireball? Yes, I can. Mucus membrane dissolved. Alright, it's just like that event. There we go.
Got someone's attention. There's a big one over there.
Everyone across! We're going to take the fight to them before they can regroup.
Ooh. Down here to the arena. The hell is this? A demon Karka? Not Karka. That looks like a Karka. The arena is Matthias? Is it? I've done that raid maybe once. I don't know. Oh my god! Yeah, you're right! It is Matthias! I mean, I suspect... I've done the Matthias fight. I remember getting, you know, stuff and then you gotta cleanse, something.
But time is not. To your tasks, and know that Nayos fights lead you.
Yummy, yummy blood. I'm going north.
But we also have intel that suggests this is where Eparch keeps many of his most valuable prisoners.
Then we must free them as well. They shall have a chance.
For Frodo! Ba, 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 ba. Wait, where's the Eagles? We are the Eagles!
Mulberries. It seems he has been preparing for a day like this for quite some time.
It won't be nearly enough.
Did I say Frodo? I mean Frode. For Frode!
We must free them. They have suffered long enough.
Oh,
And
prisoners.
we must dispose of them.
Okay. Alright. Free the prisoners. VB, do you want to know why Patha hates driving? I'm gonna hate the answer to this. But why? She doesn't like to use the parking brake.
Allow me to fight alongside you.
Throw this man in jail. Okay, look, we have a perfectly good prison right here. Let's throw Grav inside of this jail cell. That was an Eparch fail. Oh my god, I can't see. There's too many lights. It's like a freaking rave in here. It's getting darker and creepier. Now this looks like Dragon Age. This reminds me of the... oh, what do they call it? The Deeps? The Darkspawn Taint. The Deep Roads. Yeah, thank you. It's the Deep Roads. What the hell? Look at all these walls. Ugh, they're like flesh stitched together.
As I'd hoped.
What the hell is this thing?
Know that Eparch was worried. afraid that the fields were fallow. But here you are. Another bountiful crop.
See the blue pool? Malice Attunement. Your control effects last longer and are more effective against Defiance. Not sure what that means yet. I got Bloodlust. Oh, that's a buff.
We are nearly there.
Once he stopped seeking our counsel, the chamber lost its purpose.
Mine. All mine.
It's so dark.
Doesn't seem to
Look
have
over here.
gone without some use.
This place is spooky. It's like we're in a horror game now. What the hell? Ooh. Ooh.
It is just ahead. Follow my voice.
Stop.
He is?
The hubris to enter my domain, to enter my home. Did you think you would find me unprepared?
I could outrun
What
a
the hell?
The same monster he always was.
You understand nothing.
This suddenly became Resident Evil. This is such a Resident Evil design. Eparch is consuming loyal minions for their essence. If he accumulates enough, he will gain the defensive shield. Oh, Ad's gotta die. Okay. This is like a tower defense, in a sense. Close the rift. Okay. So we use our butt plugs to close the rifts, as usual. Hey, I barely do any CC. There's gotta be some other mechanic that lowers his CC bar. Yeah, people are dropping like flies because they're standing in the firewall. I'm just gonna focus on what I can do right now. Because trying to figure out the malice thing is gonna confuse me. Well, thankfully the things that come out of the rifts, you know, melt quickly enough. And you just gotta sidestep the walls. That's not an issue. Yeah, I can see this, you know, going south out of nowhere fast. Even if it does go clean, you know, and smooth in the beginning. Yeah, there's a lot of red on red. There's a ton of red. Oh, whoa, what's happening? What?
Maybe I was the illusion all along.
Ooh. Consumed. Restore yourself from the effects of Eparch's draining by moving to a nearby fountain. Okay. Like these. I don't think this is healing me. Oh, these things? I'm gonna focus on damage on the middle guy, because it seems like we got enough people mowing down the ads. They're melting quickly enough. We got 1 minute. This is probably gonna fail, honestly. Omega DPS, I mean, I'm trying. 34 seconds, can we do this? Can we do this? It's 30 seconds now. Come on, use all your buffs, use everything you got. Oh!
He's good enough, but no less dangerous for it.
We will not give him time to rest.
Oh my god.
The spider in his leg.
But first, we have wounded to treat. I will open a portal back inside.
He ran away into his tower like a coward.
Press our advantage while we can. We are in the end game now.
Endgame? What? Avengers? I told you this story was just like the Avengers. Whew, yeah, that was a close one. We were very close to failing. Everybody just started, you know, stopped slacking and picked up their DPS. That was exhausting. Maybe a little, yeah. So that wasn't super hard. to figure out. The only thing that confused me was the blue poles, the swirly blue things on the ground. I don't know what the hell that was all about. And the boon bar, you know, like bloodlust and all that stuff doesn't make sense to me. How was your meta? It was not bad. It was easier to understand than Norris. My one major complaint is all the red. I don't like it when mechanics are the same color as the environment. So you have like red circles upon the red floor with red lines and red beams. It's just red, 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 and red. And I'm like, what the hell? What am I looking at? That was a little hard on the eyes for me. The only other color that I saw was the blue pools. Like that contrasted. Everything else was just red. Whatever the case, that was a pretty gnarly design. Time to continue the story. Yeah, I'm glad that I did the meta. This feels like the continuation of the meta. I'm very happy that I've done that, because otherwise this would have been like a little sudden to be here.
We must pursue Eparch, now! We cannot allow him time to recover. With so few of us left to fight, you feel Eparch's multitudes waiting ahead as I do, General. They overwhelm the senses. This chance will never come again, slight as it may be. We must strike.
Indeed, we must.
Someone get a
Dagger
flashlight.
from the arena. Take
So
the
dark.
portal. Rally any who stand to cover our flanks.
Patha.
Majesty.
Respectfully, I've walked the path with you this far. I'm not stopping here.
Very well. Dagda, Frode, should we fail, I ask that you give asylum to my people.
The Wayfinder and the Outrider fight with you. You won't fail.
Bye, Dagda. Bye, Frode.
Do not forget, he stayed his hand upon witnessing Labrys's sacrifice. If ever there was a time for him to act without thought, that was it.
Yes, we fight on Eparch's turf. He is ancient and cunning. There can be no doubt he is prepared.
A cunning linguist.
The enemy lurks. Be on your guard.
Alright. Merc Scavenger. They're so tiny. What the hell? I'll confess, so many things going on, but I don't even know how to close portals. I feel lucky that I noticed the portals, the closing anyway. But yeah, that's... Honestly, I don't blame you. That's easy to miss. With the amount of information, you know, amount of things going on screen, it's easy to miss, you know, the portal closing thing. Oh god, that's a lot of them. It's like, they're roaches. The hell, Eparch, you have an infestation over here.
Stay alert.
I'm alert. Oh, I take the portal. Oh, shit. Okay. I was waiting for something.
Strike swiftly. Give them no time to set a defense. Try your heart.
Time to do some real damage.
Close the rift. Make sure to search the room after you... Oh, for an achievement. What do you want? Leave me alone.
Majesty, I fear we march to our end.
That bad?
Hundreds lie in wait. More, perhaps. It is difficult to discern. They ride.
That's a word that Snargle Goldclaw uses a
Better
lot.
opportunity to strike will never present itself. But that does not mean the odds are favorable.
We will turn this army to our side.
Okay. Oh,
Majesty, surely not. I will follow you to my death. But you cannot believe, after all that's happened.
No.
Sam!
We will turn them to our side. There is no other way.
All right, I'm gonna explore the room. Okay, there's another one over here. Turn your heart to Deldrimor by Why, Eparch? What? I don't, why? Why? What is Eparch doing? Reading smut? Oh my god, it's 3 pages! Why? Eparch enjoys literature! Then take Snargle! Leave Tyria alone!
Turn your heart to Deldrimor by Snargle Goldclaw. You're so hard. Jesus Christ! His hand traced the cool and unusually smooth stone surface of his mate's skin. Do you think we still can... You know... Does a Dalyak regrow its horns? Does it? The two toppled onto their bed with a crackling sound. The wooden frame protested under the stony barrel's mass. Both dwarves cackling, as Crag planted a single kiss on his partner's statuesque cheek. Tell the great dwarf he can have me then.
That was Snargle, that was Snargle literature. It was very, very hard. Yeah, they gotta, I get it, yes, they're hard. They're so nice and polite, waiting for us to come up the stairs.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Use the heart!
Oh, okay. I'm using my butt plug.
Decisively,
What?
give no quarter to any who oppose us.
Let's go.
Okay. That's a very dark door, you guys. Can someone go in first? It's really dark. Oh, okay. What?
No. We are fools.
Labrys's words. The strength to do that which the common cryptis will not.
There is no army.
There never was.
Countless innocents. First the battle below, now this. He has methodically weakened us while strengthening himself.
Oh, he ate them all.
There is no depravity to which he will not.
Okay, yeah, he ate them. This was his dining room.
They should have been under our protection.
I wonder how demons taste. Ooh, a memory. Belonging. Hunger. Rejection. Hunger. Nothing. Hunger! All caps! Centaur Village. Drained. Guys, I think I'm switching sides. They can outrun centaurs too. Well, they got demon legs, so maybe. No, Wayfinder, you were the chosen one. You were supposed to bring balance to the Force.
Bring your army then, he said. I will devour everything.
To the throne room.
He stayed true to what he said.
We are all that stands between Eparch and our
He meant what he said.
extinction.
He's a say what I mean what I say. You know, what I say might be mean, but I say it anyway kind of guy. Demon's hunger. Yeah, how are they gonna solve the hunger issue in the end? Like, or maybe that was answered before? I don't remember if it was. Oh, I know. I know how they can survive.
This.
McDonald's. No, not. I mean, maybe McDonald's. No. They can survive just by feeding on the emotions of Twitter and Reddit. There's lots of emotions running high on those two social media websites. In fact, that could make them immortal. I figured it out, you guys. I found out the solution. I'm the savior of Nayos.
Majesty, are you prepared to face the king?
That throne is mine. Wayfinder, open the way for the true Midnight King.
Why? Because I'm the Wayfinder? I can just find ways? That's how it works, right? Because that's why I have the title? Ooh. Okay. I'm ready.
And finally, she brings herself before the throne. I've been waiting, Princess of Traitors.
Gorging yourself while we cut
Oh,
our
moving
way through
cutscene.
your defenses. Bold strategy, King. Was the Queen your strategist? Perhaps without Labyrinth.
Do not speak her name. Kneel, sacrifice yourself to me, as you forced your queen to do.
But I am not so noble.
Labrys was right to refuse negotiations with you. You will kneel, or my generals will make you kneel. Your strength is mine, and my strength is the lifeblood of the Cryptis. Speak your last words.
We'll throw your bones from Eventide's bridge. The Cryptus will spit on your memory. Labrys sacrificed herself for nothing.
Oh.
What? General Traitor! Yes. General
Donkey! Oh, there he is! Yeah, what is it? You and me, 1v1. Plus 3 or 4 more. What is that? Drop of regret? I don't want... Ah, damn it, I picked it up. What happens to regret? What does regret do to me? I'm being sucked! No! I don't want to be sucked by you! You read Snargle novels! No!
Cannot stop him.
Eparch, your strategy confuses me.
Now you show up?
Will you save your people by consuming them all? Still clinging to your antiquated ideals, wizard? Our enemies have never understood what it takes for my people to survive. That is why you will die today. Wyteria will be mine tomorrow. Your gluttony has given you strength beyond mine. That much is clear. Come to beg for your life, then. A pointless gesture, but I welcome it. On the contrary, I couldn't pass up this chance to help end yours. Aether! Wayfinder! Join your power with mine! The heart!
Oh no, we are not Captain Planet! We are not about to be Captain Planet! With our powers combined...
Kill this parasite!
Drop of rage. I don't want to be angry. Oh, they're dead. Got it. Oh, this is 6 buffs from the meta. Oh wait, is he spilling emotions? He is. Drop of despair. As we're smacking him like a piñata, he's giving us emotional candy. F. What is happening? I can't get over that. It was Just Dance Guild Wars edition. I almost got him.
My kin, my blood, you have been deceived. Abris? Understood. Cryptis, Wanderer. All our kind are despised. For that which is our nature. We are predators. We must feed. If we do not prey, we court extinction. I see now. Nothing will stop you from taking the Midnight Throne. Take it, but do not forsake your people. All we have labored for. Take my strength. Consume me.
Sweet home Alabama.
It was never your strength to kill.
What the hell? He's dead. Alright. It's over, GG. We won. What is that?
So it ends. And so the reign of...
You certainly took your time.
Yeah, for real though.
I am here now, when it matters.
Uh-huh.
When your survival was all but assured, only then did you stick your neck out for our people.
Feels like
I risked nothing for your people. I risked exposure to rid our worlds of Eparch. And while I hope it proves worthwhile, the survival of the Cryptis people was not a requirement.
Damn.
Let's see that we
That's
do not
cold-hearted.
stand on opposite sides of the battlefield one day, Seer.
General, gather the wounded. Iskaran, we are in your debt. I need time to set my house in order. I will contact you then.
Until then, Majesty.
It's time to go home. Wayfinder?
Commander!
Nayos owes a great deal to you, Wayfinder.
Wayfinder.
I expect we'll see you in the Wizard's Tower soon. You're always welcome here, friend.
Your legend will walk our dreams for eternity. As will yours, Outrider.
Thank you, Ramses.
In the tower, then.
The Wizard's Tower will be ready to receive the Midnight King.
The new Midnight King. Isgarn is a future expansion villain waiting to happen. It could. It could. I don't know how. I mean, he's not like evil. He's just a dickhead. VB doesn't even see it. No, I don't know what am I supposed to be seeing? Just vanished? Oh well. The Eye of Janthier was watching your fight? Oh! And that was the same thing from the raid, right? Where Deimos was? And Livia and Lazarus. Right, that's right. Yeah. That was in Season 3. It is done, friend. Word travels swiftly. There are many eyes in Zakiros, yet the true work only just begins. There is much I must do before I next see you in the Wizard's Tower. Oh, she's gonna come for the barbecue. Okay, cool. Were you tempted to consume Eparch after all? Tempted to cast away a chance to end centuries of tyranny? To halt the loss of countless lives? To alter the fate of my people in exchange for power beyond comprehension? Perhaps, Commander. Perhaps. Perhaps don't mention that to Isgarin. Teehee! If Isgarin truly questioned the strength of my convictions, I find it highly unlikely any of us would still live. He is quite touchy. I look forward to riling him for centuries to come. In the tower, then, Majesty. / sit on the throne? Oh, okay. Ooh, I What has Eparch been doing on that chair? Oh, Patha, you gotta clean that up. You gotta have someone clean that up. Slash sit. This is where Eparch reads the Snargle novel. Oh no. Yo. Once you're done with the instance, check out this Eparch's meta design concept. Not again. They really just be copying Aku. Foolish commander warrior. Arena.
Wayfinder, not a moment too soon. They're about to get into it.
I can leave.
You're not joining us? You know the situation as well as anyone.
Getting into the middle of that group? I'd rather face down Eparch again. No. I think I'll leave that to you. I just wanted to catch a glimpse of it myself.
Don't tarry too long, soldier. You're overdue for some leave. Welcome home.
Wayfinder.
I am never coming back to the Wizard's Tower ever again. They should install an elevator. There they are.
Wayfinder, good. Let's delay this no longer.
No need to rush now. Galrath does so enjoy our presence here.
I've seen you lot in battle. Huh. We've got nothing to worry about.
What would you know of battle? You are not present for... Enough! We will not waste time with idle chatter. There is still much to be done in Nayos.
Yeah, Galrath barely did anything in this
Let us
expansion.
proceed, then. Dagda, present the terms we've agreed upon.
The Cryptus incursion into Tyria will cease immediately. No Cryptus will enter Tyria again without direct invitation.
And any remaining loyalists who do, you're free to dispose of.
Additionally, the Astral Ward will maintain a presence in Nayos until such time as it is deemed by us to be unnecessary. In return, amnesty will be granted to the Cryptus, and we will recognize Patha as the legitimate sovereign of Nayos.
We accept your terms.
Perhaps now there can finally be peace.
We must hope so. If this were to happen again, I promise you that it would not end in negotiations.
Your thoughts, Wayfinder?
I think I should get a name change. The Crispies just get this one chance at redemption.
The Cryptus have been given a chance at redemption. They won't be given another. Do what you must to keep them in line.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
There is also the other matter we discussed, Garen. Do you accept?
Garen? You shortened his name.
Ramses will have a place here as long as he...
The hell?
My lady.
Your affection for Tyrians is no secret, Ramses. And you have more than earned a place as our ambassador.
Thank you, my king.
Oh.
I will not let you down.
Okay.
That leaves just one final thing. You, Wayfinder.
What?
While there are many who have fought alongside me, none have been more steadfast or capable.
I am
want to
pretty
thank you,
special.
Wayfinder. Your aid was clearly needed here.
As long as I live, your name will never be forgotten in Nayos.
No. Please forget it. It's not the name I want to go by. Please, just call me the Commander. My first name is Commander, my last name is also Commander. I'm Commander. The credits are rolling. When I first saw that part, I seriously thought Patha had proposed a political marriage to Isgarin. I feel like that's what I thought too. Months ago, though. Way back when they first introduced Patha, like when Secrets of the Obscure came out. Because they seemed pretty chummy. Maybe she just really likes teasing him. Alright, I'm gonna leave Patha and Isgarin for last. I see another one over here. Oh my god!
I like you, Wayfinder.
Well, until next time. I mean, this is what they do with the ending of every expansion. End of Dragons had you, talk to people around while the credits rolled. Path of Fire did it too. The only one that didn't do it was Heart of Thorns, and Heart of Thorns was a very sudden ending. I would prefer to have, this than Heart of Thorns again.
Hey, Kiona. How's it going?
Good to see you, Balgan. Did Nayos treat you well?
Yeah, it was pretty intense, but nothing I couldn't handle. So, anyway, now that we've both got leave, maybe you'd want to go somewhere? Holbrook is nice this time of year.
Sure, why not?
Oh, well, isn't that sweet? I don't know why they, this was a thing, but I mean, that's a cute thing. Zoja.
Wayfinder, you made it.
Or, well, I'm not going to say your name either.
Your help on the field was...
Hello, puny.
Entrance. Your power is incredible.
Thanks. Still getting used to how it feels. What is next for you, then?
Not sure. Tyria doesn't know what happened here or in Nayos. I don't know how long we can go without telling them. I guess we're following Isgarin's lead until then. So long as everyone is safe.
Yeah.
He knows we need to do something. Tyria is blood in the water now. Who knows what's sniffing around?
Or is ready to bite.
Right.
How about you? Any exciting wizardly duties?
Exciting? Maybe. Once we've figured out what to do with the fractal inhabitants, I, might explore the mists.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much out there to explore, to learn. So many things that might help Tyria.
That sounds like quite the adventure.
Are you gonna be okay without, me?
Yes.
Everyone is going to be fine.
Good. I'll see you later, Commander. Wayfinder.
No, you had it right!
Goodbye, Zoja.
No, you had it right! You had it right! You had it right! You! ArenaNet! Wait, no! Commander! Ah. It's, Narcisse. Commander! Congratulations, how are you feeling? Any injuries? Happy? Tired? You look tired. Well, come find me in the Sky Garden if you need a sleigh. Oh, salve! Oh! What? I know where my mind's at. Oh my god. I blame Snargle. A group of Crispies seem to be playing hide and seek. What? Making themselves comfortable already. Oh, there they are. They're playing hide and seek? Livia. Hello, my dear. I was just giving our new friends a bit of a tour before I depart. I know it's been entertaining, but our time together is at an end. For now. Man, I already miss her. I'll wait for somebody to need me. They always do. Perhaps it'll be you, hmm? I could be convinced, yeah. In the meantime, don't miss me too much, fellow commander. Oh, not like... Those brush strokes are quite aggressive. What's going on? I'm trying to show them how to paint. I'm expressing myself. Is that not what it is needed of me? What do you say, teacher? Yes, but with a deft touch, and we want to apply some color theory. And you know what? Never mind. You're doing great. Art is subjective. Keep practicing. I want them to start drawing hentai. I want them to just start drawing dicks. Embrace your creativity. You say hentai, they say, but that's my mom. But that's my mom! Yo, Garen, what's up? Well, you have succeeded in your mission. Another in your long list of accomplishments. Truly, you have been essential, Commander. It seems Zojja and Mabon were right about you. Will you still try to keep the Astral Ward a secret?
Will you still try to keep the Astral Ward a secret?
The value of secrecy has not diminished, but I must admit it will be difficult to hide what has happened here.
Yeah.
And a truth half uncovered is often more dangerous than one fully revealed. If there is time still to shield Tyria from the knowledge of its own frailty, then that must be done. I will evaluate our options, however, and come to whatever conclusion best suits Tyria as a whole.
In other words, ANET has no idea how they're going to solve that problem, and they're just going to like, you know, we're going to wave it off for now. We'll figure out something in a year or two. Why didn't you come to help us sooner?
Why didn't you come to help us sooner?
Such accusation. From your tone, one would think my support never arrived at all.
You could have come sooner.
You are not so naive as the rest of them, Wayfinder. You know better than foolish idealism. Until I could be certain that my support would ensure your victory, committing our forces would have been pointless.
I don't know.
I do not act without careful consideration. I have lived a long time with the consequences of my prior impulsiveness.
Will this peace hold?
I expect so. But there are contingencies for any eventuality. We will not be caught unaware again. It will take far beyond your lifespan for their forces to grow strong enough to be a threat again anyway. But peace will last only as long as we remain strong enough to enforce it. That is the only reason it ever lasts.
Patha.
Ah, my dear. To think I could have made a snack of you when we first met.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess.
You've proven yourself an entire meal.
I would have been nasty anyway. Yeah, I don't recommend eating me because I'm bad for your health. Very high on calories.
How does it feel to finally sit on the throne?
Comfortable. Though I'll need to do some redecorating. Eparch never had much.
Yeah, too much red.
In truth, the crown is.
I mean, I love red. Red is one of my favorite colors.
Wounded to be tended to.
That was too much red.
Buried, homes to be rebuilt.
That's some variety.
Forced from the beginning, of course. A king must bear the burden of the entire kingdom. It will be many days before things are right. There will be little time for sleep, but there will be time for dreams.
When you redecorate, just anything but permafrost, please.
How do you feel about the Astral Ward being stationed in Nayos?
There was never any other choice. They contributed their blood to our freedom, and they are too strong to refuse. Iskaran worries about war returning. If this reassures him, so be it. Besides, you Tyrians really are delicious. If they ever become a problem, we'll simply have a feast.
I don't taste good, I'm just saying. Whoa, what's wrong with permafrost? It's bright as hell. It's stupidly obnoxious. Anybody who uses permafrost is an attention... that's a little mean to say. You know what I mean. And that's the end of Secrets of the Obscure. That was a wordy outro. Time for Fractal 100? Sure, why not? We can do Fractal 100. That was an okay story. I found it a little... I wouldn't say... I mean, as Mukluk would say, it was pretty whelming. Hell, I would even go further than that and say it was mid-whelming. Not overwhelming, not underwhelming, just mid-whelming. I thought it was okay. Agreed, expansion had pacing issues and didn't suit 4 releases. Good as a single or 2 release, not great as 4. I don't even know if it's that. Just the overall, like... well, maybe it is. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. That definitely felt like a Living World season, but that's what, you know, I assume these mini expansions are going to be. I still am concerned that if this is going to be the permanent direction for Guild Wars 2, because I do miss, you know, some of the more epic storylines, some of the more epic expansions like Path of Fire and End of Dragons. Get that out of my face! Permafrost is for heathens. I think it's going to be feel different when I do a second run without the months-long pauses. I think this feels alright if you are doing it from beginning to end without, you know, the month-long pauses. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know, I guess the same could be said with any of the Living World seasons, because those are also, you know, released in... the chapters are released in monthly installments. I think the story quality overall is okay. I don't think it's better than the majority of the previous stories. It's better than Heart of Thorns. It has better pacing than Heart of Thorns. And it's better than Icebrute Saga, at least the end of that one. I think End of Dragons was better, Path of Fire was better, Living World Season 1, 2, 3, and 4 were better. Yeah, it was okay. The maps, you had like Skywatch Archipelago, which was I don't mind them reusing assets, but it really did not feel like, you know, a new map per se, because it was an amalgamation of, you know, things from the past. So I have mixed thoughts about Skywatch. Amnitas was great though. I like Amnitas was good. I like Amnitas. The events were stellar. The events were great. Wizard's Tower, great. Nayos is, I'd say it's good. At least the events are very good. The locales are pretty interesting. My only problem with Nayos is that it's all purple, except for, you know, the Citadel over here, which I appreciate, you know, changing things up, but then it becomes all red, and that's another problem entirely. ArenaNet, please. Think about contrast. Think about, you know, contrasting mechanics and visuals, so it makes it easier on the eyes for some of us. I cannot see beyond red on top of red with red lasers pointing with there's just too much red. Why is it all red? But yeah, Nayos was very monotonous aesthetically, but it had fun events.
Next patch full permafrost.
No. It had very, very fun events. It had very fun adventures. Mechanically, it was pretty good. They said that the meta would be on par with Dragon's End. It did not feel like that. I think Dragon's End was way, way better. This felt nowhere near on that scale. Yeah, I can see it being hard. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Maybe the difficulty is as hard as Dragon's End. I think Dragon's End has better mechanical complexity and intrigue. I don't know. That was a lot more fun. We only cleared the meta with like 2 seconds to spare. That is true. That is true. We got very lucky. We barely won. Yeah, that's true. But I'm not talking about the difficulty of the meta. I'm talking about the mechanical complexity and just the overall fun factor for the meta. I'm saying that Dragon's End was a lot more fun. 10 times more fun. It's nowhere as epic. It's nowhere as epic, but I'm not saying that the, you know, Nayos meta wasn't epic at all. It was definitely epic. That was, and I'm not saying that it wasn't fun either. I guess I just had my expectations set too high because I heard they were gonna make it as grand as Dragon's End. And I mistook that for, like, you know, the scale and the mechanics, not necessarily the difficulty. I also hope that, you know, we have, in the future, you know, the story flowing into... having the expansion stories flow into each other again. I much prefer, you know, that story progression than what we got right now. You said that I feel that Soto should have been 2 expansions, Wizards and Demons. I mean, I don't think it needed to be 2 expansions. It just needed to be fleshed out a little more. It could have been like, you know, instead of a year expansion, it could have been like a year and a half or something. Or, you know, if we had the previous structure of the story progression, we could have had a Living World season that built up to, you know, Secrets of the Obscure.
You refuse to
There goes
harness its
Eparch.
power, but you can feel it. I know you can. Discard it.
That's another thing. I think Eparch could have been a much better fight. I think mechanically Eparch was a little disappointing. I think meta Eparch was way better than story Eparch. Meta Eparch should have been... Yeah, true. Meta Eparch should have been the story. I'm starting to see, you know, the same problem, you know, they had with, what's it called? That one Fractal, Silent Surf, I think? Yeah, Silent Surf. You remember Canaxai? Canaxai, you know, has some interesting mechanics, but they don't change for like 10, 15 minutes straight. So you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again.
I feel good. I could outrun a centaur.
At higher tiers, eating balls is a necessity. I bet. What happened to my charges? I used up all my mantras. Oh, because he's dead. Okay, never mind. We got him.
Speak to your valiance, Iscarin. One day, I will rip it from your fingers.
And he got banished back to Nayos.
That was Eparch? You described a monster, not an army of them. He's been busy. Will he come back? With even more fodder. But there's no telling when that might be. We should tend to our wounded. Where is Dagda? Iscarin. No. There's nothing we can discuss that will make these next moments easier.
Okay. It's not a bad fractal. I mean, I prefer this fractal over half of the fractals, the other ones. But hell, I even prefer this one over whatchamacallit, the Silent Surf. Silent Surf. This is way better than Silent Surf. Silent Surf was, you know, unbearably long. Damn, that fight was long though. A lot longer than it needed to be. If you're gonna have a fight that long, you need to create some new mechanics that happen every phase or every like percentage of health. Like, all right, he does 1 or 2 new things, that's 75%, then 50%, then 25%. It felt like he just did the exact same thing the entire fight. So, I don't know, that felt like a complete waste of time. It gets boring. It will get boring. It's fine now, but it will get a lot boring once you repeat it, you know, a couple or so times. I am curious to see what they've learned. Whatever that digest is, or the thing that they're doing tomorrow, I'll probably have a look at it. Oh, VB, screenshot is in the spoiler chat of the eye. Alright, I'll check it out. Oh! Yeah, of course I didn't see that! It's a red triangle in front of a red background! How the hell am I supposed to see that? It's see-through, not red. Well, either way, like, I am not going to be able to see that. Yeah. As usual, you can just check my schedule tab on my Twitch dashboard to see when I'm streaming and what game I'll be streaming on. Alright, you guys take care of yourselves. Please stay safe and be kind to each other. I will catch y'all later. Take care.